Welcome to Memorial Stadium and the sea of red in the heartland of Lincoln, Nebraska. An uncommon place and home to an uncommon program with a championship pedigree. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Alabama Crimson Tide taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. The Huskers will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun. Give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Makes the catch. It's Bridges. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Looking for a man. It's Algier. Oh, he makes the catch. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
You just got to be so careful now with footing. Quarterbacks, the ball's going to be slippery. Receivers may be slipping in and out of breaks. They just weren't on the same page on that last throw. First drive of the game, in the rain, they throw a pick.
Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's third and goal and third and long.
Get set, get set.
He might want another play. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here.
Tuna, over.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Nice, just enough space to cross it. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Pocket breaking down. Gets rid of it. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. So now it's 2nd and long. Unloads quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game, they pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. To throw, it's Algier. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He has the first and still on his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Skips away from pressure. On the run, fires downfield. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Back to pass, it's Algier. Got his man downfield. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Let's see if he can find some room behind the left tackle. Find some space enough to get 5 to the 22.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Red pass, it's complete. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Quick strike complete. Oh, he's got some space. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. They'll run the screen. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Cal is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Aaron Rodgers should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Utah. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Motion from the wideout. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Power football with the run. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Trying to beat him to the left. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the 1st down really easily.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big time.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
To throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Cornhuskers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on 3rd down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, you feel pretty good about a quarterback sneak most of the time. Such a short yardage play. I just got to find a little crease and get through it. But this defense was more than ready for it. Built that wall up front. Nowhere to go. No push. Big stop by the D.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense showing blitz here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll run it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Third down and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Is in the air. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. RPO complete to open the drive. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Huskers with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. On target.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you, running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. A little release to the back. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Pressure coming. It's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here's the pressure. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Splits the uprights. It's good. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Algier. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the 2nd half. And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
The Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the RPO, complete. He's loose down the left side. The tag. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Husker. Looking for the 2-point try. They'll move the wide receiver. Gets it out quickly. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for room. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. Breaks into the open. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Wants to throw. It's Algier. Pulls it in. It's Bridges. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Brought it back to the 6-yard line after making the interception.
See, not all linebackers are just big meatheads, right? They come downhill and hit you in the mouth. What a good job of understanding. It's a passing situation. I drop back. I see it. I break on the football in zone coverage. Give me that rock.
Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
With the catch, it's Bridges. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in the...
Going deep. He's got it inside the 15. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
Man, how hard is is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Finds some fresh air. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
The give to the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Give to the back. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Cornhuskers want to move quickly.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football.
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got it. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Let's take a quick finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Gives it to the back on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Making side adjustments here. Gets the back moving. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Now the play fake. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practiced this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Floats it out in space. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Punch it out of the air. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And they take it in for 6 more points. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Back to pass, it's Algier. Makes the catch, it's Bridges. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now.
Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. They just keep firing. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking left. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown. Still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Back to throw. It's Algier. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Just over 50 seconds to go. They're trying to pull off a comeback, and they'll need to get this onside kick to do it. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers in the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week